the J.C. Newman Cigar Company. Coming to you live from the Corona Cigar Company studios.
Woo!
Wow. Yeah. Woo, looks like a cold one in Florida again.
We are back in the tundra here in Florida. Wow.
It's a beautiful thing. Welcome, everybody. Hello. And it's the February show. And besides me here, I got, once again, Joey, the alcoholic spirit.
Why do you always introduce me as the alcoholic? I'm an enthusiast.
There you go.
Okay.
I like that even better.
There's a difference.
All right, let's go with that one.
Okay.
You
Yeah.
like it now?
Yeah.
Gin
My pronouns are enthusiast. So
All right.
I
let's go
thought
with
your
that.
pronouns were drunk all day.
we could go with that too. Yeah, we were pre-gaming with some Eagle Rare. Good
Very
bottle.
nice.
Very
Yeah.
good.
Not bad.
Yeah,
Awesome.
absolutely.
Well,
Got
welcome, everybody.
Mario's in the green room, so we'll bring him on once we do our little opening here, and then we'll bring Mario to the forefront. Right now, he's enjoying our sushi in the green room.
I came out of the
Sushi,
gas
huh?
station,
That
right?
came out of the gas
Gas
station.
station.
Sushi.
Yeah, that was last week.
That was last week. So Mario, hopefully you don't get botulism or something from our green room food. But
That's actually there from last month.
so Joey, tell us a little bit about what we're doing tonight, because you know we're doing things this year a little differently. So explain what we're doing.
Right. Yeah. So just to catch everybody up, I'm with the Whiskey Lab now. I was reviewing many whiskeys and cigars for Whiskey Network for about 4 years. We get an influx of different whiskeys to sample and review. And I've actually been sipping whiskey for, over 10 years at this point. And as a whiskey enthusiast, you kind of get to a point where you've tried all the stuff on the shelves and stuff kind of gets to be monotonous or kind of boring, I should say. And then you find these independent bottlers and these independent bottlings of these whiskeys that are just extraordinary, very rewarding, especially for the money. I came across Jay at the Whiskey Fest in Chicago, November of like 2 years ago, and just the stuff that he was presenting was just blowing my mind. So I fell in love with his whiskeys, and here I am moving on from the Whiskey Network to the Whiskey Lab, and to kind of explain what that experience is like as a whiskey enthusiast when you reach that point of, man, I'm looking for something that's going to give me that excitement again. And you go right to these independent bottlers. One of my favorite reviewers is Ralphie from Ralphie.com. Frank has a video that will show you that kind of emphasizes the importance of independent bottlers.
Right. Before we go to that, Joe, you know what I think is interesting is that the relationship between these independent bottlers and boutique cigar manufacturers, because they
Right.
kind of align in
It's
a
the
certain
same thing.
way.
It's the same thing. It's the same
right?
thing. Right. These
Yeah.
these people are really honing in on their craft and presenting us limited, very extraordinary expressions to try. And once they're gone, they're gone. So you got to get your hands on them when you have the opportunity.
Right. So let's go to Rafi, and then we'll come back and we'll bring Mario back on board.
When you're into whiskey and other quality of spirits, and it could be rum and it could be bourbon, you'll find that over time you suffer from the diminishing returns, because the more you buy, the more you taste, the more you know about whatever you're into, the more you start to see the shortcomings, the more you get a little bit more cynical about the marketing that's wrapped around these products, and the more you see behind the curtains as to the industrialized nature of the production of a product, in this case spirits, to which you're emotionally attached. And one very distinctive reason that you're emotionally attached is because alcohol triggers an emotional response, because it's a narcotic. It's as simple as that. And people overlook that until they've got some experience. And then you'll buy a bottle of what you usually buy and you'll say, it's not quite the same. I'm not enjoying it as much. I can't put my finger on it. I can't understand. I used to enjoy this brand, but I'm not enjoying it so much. And then someone introduces you to a new brand or a better version of that brand, and suddenly you're excited again. You're satisfied and rewarded again. And this is easy to find happening in Scotch whisky. For a simple reason is the predominance and the very important input of the independent bottlers, whose primary goal as small business, because many of them are very small businesses, is to buy casks through agents that from distilleries, care for these casks, nurture these casks in their warehouses, and then bottle them at a more sensitive time as compared to an official bottling, which is simply, it's just working on a much larger scale and cannot, and usually doesn't, have such fine tuning. So here's a very good example of that. This is...
There you go.
Well, so that was also a Teaninich 12-year that he had from a different independent bottler, but this is also an excellent example. We have Teaninich 12. This is under the Whispering Waters label. This is Jay's independent label under the Whiskey Lab. So this is aged 12 years from the Teaninich distillery, which is unique because Teaninich doesn't put out actual expressions from their distillery. They typically produce for blends like Johnny Walker Red, for example. And this is only 300 bottles of this that are available. This is we're sipping bottle 233. This is from the Highlands region. It is 56.5% ABV. And it is a sherry bomb whiskey. But it's kind of a unique sherry bomb whiskey because I get a lot of tropical notes on the whiskey. If you guys, especially
Nice.
Kyle, I know Kyle has the whiskey.
I'm gonna add our man Mario.
Yeah.
Let's get him on board. Mario, how
Hey.
are you?
What's up, Mario?
Wait, how you guys doing?
How you
We're
doing?
doing really well. It was a pleasure getting a chance to meet you and talk to you on Saturday
Yeah.
at the Boutique Orlando Cigar Fest.
That's right.
Which was a wonderful event and a great place to get a chance to sit down and relax. It was a very relaxing afternoon. Wouldn't you say that?
Yeah, it was very. We got lucky. We got good weather that day, so it was.
I know you have a big jacket on too.
And he's in Maryland.
And you're in Maryland. It makes it even more so.
Yeah, it's 35.
Yeah, it was
It feels
beautiful.
like 17 here.
Ooh.
Mm.
Oh.
Crazy. Crazy.
So yeah, we were talking about how similar these independent bottlers are to being a boutique manufacturer in the cigar business, because again, these are expressions that are coming from really the heart. And you know, with your story, so tell me a little bit about how you got to being a blender and putting yourself into the position of, I know it's kind of like a family affair, I'm going to call it.
Yeah, it goes back to 1900s when my grandfather was born, and the 1920s when my father was born. And my grandfather, we lived in Santa Clara Province, Las Villas, which is west of Havana, and it's west of Pinal del Rio, where most of the tobacco was grown in Cuba. But Pinal del Rio was known for growing tobacco also, and my grandfather dabbled in that, and he made cigars, and my father later on also did in Havana. It was always my child ambition that one day I'm gonna have my cigar brand. One day I'm gonna make cigars, and you know, and it took a long time to get there. And
Right.
immigrated from Cuba.
Oh, we lost you.
We're losing you,
We're
Mario.
losing Mario.
Hmm.
Huh. Oh, there you go.
Okay. So you hear me?
Yes,
Yes,
I
now
got
we
you.
are.
So I immigrated to the States and came, like every Cuban refugee, he goes to Miami,
Right.
and go to Liberty Tower and do, here I am, hook me up kind of thing. And we're launched into the American life. And, we worked every shitty job we had, worked the fields, chasing that dream, right? And,
Right.
work in the morning, go to school later, go back home, do it again. And, fast forward at 17, I joined the Army and left Miami and thought I was only going to go for 4 years and then ended up 22 years in the Army,
God
Right.
bless. Thank you for your
Thank you
service,
very much
sir.
for your service.
It was a good ride. The Army gave me a lot of opportunities, taught me a lot of skills, not only from a soldier advantage, but also leadership, management, and a lot of things that later on were beneficial to me as I transitioned from the military to the civilian world.
Right.
And when I left the Army, up to 22 years, I went to work for DOD, a special projects program, dealing with counterterrorism, basically chasing bad guys all over the world.
Right.
And, did that for a while.
Mario, keep going in and out. Hate to say it. I don't know what's going on
Must be
on
maybe
your
the-
end. Maybe you got a loose wire or something. I don't know.
Oh, I have a good Wi-Fi here. I don't know.
There we go. There you go. No, yeah, you just were kind of getting muffled. So tell us a little bit about how you started in the cigar business, because obviously transitioning from the DOD and now you're finally going to do something that was part of your childhood. That must have been hard because now you had to get the contacts, do everything from the scratch, right?
Yeah. So fast forward, I retired, and in 2018, I get a call from one of my commanders. Said, "Hey, I need you in Nicaragua tomorrow. There's riots going on, and we need to get like 15 expats out, and I need you in there to do a threat assessment, risk assessment, develop some routes, get some contacts in, and see if we could extricate these guys in less than
Right.
2 weeks." So we get on a plane. I go down there, and basically, what was supposed to be like a 5-day mission turns out to be a 3-year mission.
Wow.
We go in and we do all the risk assessment, route reconnaissance, everything. We get these guys out, and then I presented a vulnerability assessment to the company regional security officer. Say, hey, here's what's wrong with your entire operation, and we can help you fix it. And he said, okay. So the contract got extended, and one day I'm sitting there in the safe house smoking a cigar, and I tell my partner Dave, I said, hey, tomorrow I'm going to Esteli. I'm going to go look for a friend of mine we grew up with, and I'm going to create my brand, and it's going to be the 828 brand. And he starts laughing because 828 stands for the amount of money we were making daily in Nicaragua at that time, right? We're making $828 a day. So,
Gotcha.
so that was good money back then.
Right.
Yeah. So I head out to Esteli and start knocking on some doors, asking, hey, you know where this guy's at? And everybody would just wanted to rip you off, 30,000 cigars, 50,000 cigars. They didn't give a shit about you. All they cared about was your money. You know what I mean?
Right.
And I could read them a mile away. And I said, all right, thanks, man. And finally, I got a hold of Papito Gomez, which is a friend. And Papito, for those who don't know him, he's a silent AJ Fernandez.
Gotcha.
Okay.
Has all the glory. Papito is just as good or better. It's just nobody knows about him.
Gotcha.
Right?
And he has all the farms and he has all of it right there.
He has the whole work, right? The whole operation. And he makes the biggest boutique brand in the world that very few people know about.
Wow.
There's a boutique brand called Havana Castle that is Canadian. And they own like 37 stores throughout the country of Canada. They own Canada, basically.
Right.
And Papito makes all their boutique brands, aside from they also import Cuban cigars, right?
Gotcha.
So
We owned Canada over the weekend too.
yeah,
Hockey anyway.
yeah, yeah. Those jokes are fun until the shit hits the fan and you need them, right?
Right.
Yes.
That's
having
true.
been on the ground in Afghanistan and having fought next to the Canadians, you know what? They're okay.
Good.
So as an
Our guy,
American,
our guy Mark is from Canada.
yeah. So as an American, you're not going to find any better ally than Canada when the shit hits the fan.
Right.
So just so people know that,
Right.
we could do all the BS about politics and stuff, but when the shit hits the fan, those guys never fail, man. They're always there. Just like the Aussies and the British,
Right.
they're always there with us, And so yeah, in the sports arena, we kicked their ass in hockey, and it's about time the U.S. bring the gold medal back, and those kids do it.
Took us long enough.
And we should all be proud of our hockey team and the women's hockey team.
Yes.
The girl skier, ice skater who won gold. God bless all those athletes. They put a lot of years and they put their heart into it to represent us as a country. And we're lucky they brought home the gold. So God bless them. So getting back to the cigar world thing, I link up with Papito and I said, hey, I got some old blends from Cuba that we like to see if we can bring about. Of course, none of those cigar leaves are available, but we started unpacking some, Habano Ecuador, Oscuro, Habano Ecuador Claro. We started working with the blends, and it took us about good 10 weeks to say, okay, we like this, right? And then so we made about 100 cigars each, and I brought them to the States and I handed them out to people. And I said, okay, give me your feedback. And I didn't hand it out just to anybody. I handed it out to people like you guys who've been smoking for years and could actually give me an honest critique and tell me this is terrible or this is okay or this is great,
Yeah.
And we got good feedback. Most of it was good. The few negative feedback we got were from guys who smoke a lot of marijuana and smoked a lot of cigarettes. So
yeah, well, their palates are shot anyway.
Their palates are all shot. So I didn't pay too much attention to that. So we tightened that shot group up, and then I linked up with a friend who had a friend who was selling his cigar company, and I won't mention the name. You guys know who I'm talking about.
I know. Yes.
So I bought that company, and instead of dismissing the guy, I said, I'm going to keep you on because you know a lot of people. Let's grow this company and let's get us to PCA 2018, right? So we made 10,000 cigars in the initial batch, and we went to PCA 2018 and introduced the A2A brand, which consisted of the Habano Ecuador Claro, the Habano Ecuador Oscuro, which they both have Sumatra in them, and then the Mexican San Andres.
Right.
Boom! It was a hit, man.
Right.
We sold $30,000 worth of cigars on that first PCA.
Wow.
And then we got to work really hard because we needed more back order fills and stuff. And unfortunately, I came down with stage 4 cancer, and that kind of knocked me out of the ballpark.
Right.
So I was hospitalized. I had surgery. I had radiation. While all this stuff's going on, my so-called partner is running the company, and he's driving it into the ground.
Right.
And when I came out, and I was able to actually get involved, and I said, okay, let's look at the spring. Totally wrong here. We're in a negative. We're supposed to. Where's all the money gone? Fraud all over the place.
Fraud. Yep.
So I fired everybody, closed the company down, and then opened up Casa Caraballo on my own. I said, okay, I'm going to do this all on my own.
Right.
So for the last 3 years, I've been doing it all on my own, at my way, at my pace, and trying to put out a high quality cigar that can compete with anybody.
Oh, and Mario, the Spymaster, which is what we're smoking tonight. Let me tell you, what a fantastic cigar.
Delicious.
Delicious is, I mean,
Delicious.
Yeah, this is Maduro, Ecuadorian Maduro,
Mhm.
with Jalapa and Condega finish. It's been aged for 4 years, and the key about this cigar actually is the fermentation. It wasn't ready at 90 days, so we gave it 6 months fermentation. Right?
wow.
And that totally made the difference. You know what I mean? And we came
Right.
out with this, we came out with the Spymaster. This is uh, my my first release that I created under Casa Caraballo since 2018. The other two creations were collaborations with Papito Gomez, which was the Apache. I don't know if you guys ever got to try that. That was it's an excellent cigar, but we got into some trademark issues with indigenous
Right.
names and stuff, and mostly in Europe, the Europeans were like, "We don't want it. We want the cigar, but we don't want the name."
Gotcha.
So we brought it back to the States, and I'm the only guy who could actually get that cigar here in the States, and I'm thinking about bringing it back, right? Because it sold out and got good reviews. It was a 91 rated cigar for one of the blends, for one of the sizes, and then the other side, the larger size, 7x52 got like a 95 rating, you know. And here the Spymaster, I sent it to Spain before it got released here in the United States, and it got a 95 in Spain. And
Oh,
it's,
yeah, this is such an excellent, Joey.
it's a #2 cigar also in Colombia, because I export to Colombia. I export small batches to Colombia. I got a license to sell in Colombia, so you know it's been a good surprise, because I didn't think it was going to be as well received by people as it has been, and it's a nice story, because when I started making this cigar, it wasn't for me. It was for a client who wanted a white label for himself, and after I did it, I said, "No, man, you're not getting this." This is
I'm glad you didn't, man, because it's
I know.
awesome.
Yeah,
Great
he-
draw,
yeah,
great
he-
retro, great
and he was-
construction,
he was-
Mario. You did
he was-
good.
he was highly mad, but I said, "No, but I'm going to make you something great, you know, but not this, you know." So we did make a cigar, and he launched it. It was for a restaurant, for a Prime Steakhouse, and it turned out to be perfect. But so we have the Spymaster that took us about 6 months to come up with this blend, right? After playing around, and it turned out to be really a smooth, in my opinion, a very smooth,
Super
comfortable,
creamy.
small, creamy.
Yes.
Got
Chocolate forward, cocoa forward, right, Joe?
full, you know,
I'm actually. This is just getting started. I'm actually getting some nice like vanilla oats
Vanilla.
going,
mhm.
and on the retro hill, I'm already getting my.
You're already marzipan.
I'm already getting my marzipan.
Yeah,
This
that's
is great.
It's really a combination of you got florals, you got your woody, you got your little
Right.
peppery, that not overpowering spice,
No,
right?
right.
You know,
I got a little nutty too.
Nutty. It's nutty, for sure.
My
Well, that's
first
why
puff,
Joey
I got
says,
nutty.
That's where you're getting the
Yeah,
marzipan,
that's that
especially,
marzipan.
First little nut.
especially on the
Um,
retro hill.
yes,
Yeah.
on the retro.
Yep.
yeah. So it turned out to be a very exceptional cigar. You know.
Big time. And how did you come up with the name Spymaster?
So Spymaster goes back to some of the work I used to do when I was in government. We have in DOD we had a special program that every time we had a threat against an American or a military base or a threat against an embassy,
Gotcha.
they would activate this team that would fly down to whatever country,
Uh-huh.
and we would get into country and try to find out what was the origin of that threat. So who actually made the threat? Because it comes out in the newspapers or it comes out on radio, but who actually made that threat, right?
Right.
So we would dig in and pinpoint to find out. And the process of doing that, you got to basically spot, assess, and recruit sources, right?
Right.
So basically, you're recruiting government sources, civilian sources. You're working with, the civilian population, and you're narrowing down that net to use. Okay, this guy or this network is right here,
Right.
and then we got to identify who they are, right?
Right.
Yeah. So Spymaster comes from managing all these spooks that are actually working for you.
Right.
They're actually putting their neck in the line because they're basically, either
They're
working against their
double
government.
agents at that point.
They're working against their government to help us, right?
Right.
And puts them in danger. So that's where that Spymaster name came from.
Gotcha. I mean, look at
Nice.
that beautiful. I mean, look at how even burn, beautiful white ash.
Great draw.
Great draw. Construction is flawless, Mario.
Yeah, we take pride in our construction. If you take all of our cigars, you line them up, you'll see it's consistency, right? Consistency. And as I said before, I've been fortunate that the people who smoke my cigars come back and say it's a great cigar. The people who have, rated my cigars, they've all come back with great ratings in the sense that, I don't really care if you give me a 90 or an 89 or a 2. I don't care. As long as it's a good cigar, it's a good cigar, right?
Right. Yeah.
But in the cigar world, we have this mentality about, well, if it's not made by him, it's not good. If it doesn't have this band on it, it's not good.
Right.
Oh, it's a small company. Nobody knows. It must be terrible. All that cloudy noise that we make in the cigar world. That's really not true, right? There's a lot of good cigar companies out there that have good blenders, and they put out great products, and basically they're unknown. They're unknown.
Right.
And
So
some of them are known in Europe because they get better reception in Europe than they do here in the United States. I have a friend. He has this company called Aroma de Nicaragua. Small company. I mean, he's got 10 people working for him. He's #1 cigar in Belgium.
Really?
See that?
Wow.
Yeah, see?
All kinds of awards. You know what I mean? Nobody knows
Right.
who he is, except in Europe. They love him. You know what I mean?
Right.
And it's a big market in Europe, and they don't worry about, who made this band.
Right.
They worry about what's
good is
inside the cigar, how good it is, the quality, and they're paying $30 less than an Habano from Cuba.
Yeah. Right. Right. And
it
that's
can
the
be
thing.
like that on the whiskey side too. Like some of our bottom shelfers that we see at like Binny's here regularly, like Kilkerran, for example, is always on the bottom of the shelf, but they go nuts for it in Canada.
Yeah. So
they love it up there. It's
me tell-
that. So
let
it's
me tell you.
interesting how that happens.
Canadians know how to smoke cigars, and they're not cheap. Okay. I know I have Anacastle folks, but I also have a friend who has 2 stores in Canada, and finally he's interested in my cigars. So they love a lot of Connecticut up in Canada. So I'm going to make him a Connecticut blend and send it up to him and see how it does. But this cigar in Canada sells for $35,
Right.
and people pay it without blinking.
Right.
Blinking, because if they buy a Bahique or a Trinidad, they're paying $80 to $100 for a stick.
Right.
Wow.
Right.
And they do pay it.
And they pay
I mean,
it.
Habanos sell in every cigar shop in Canada. The Canadians smoke the hell out of cigars, and they're not afraid to spend their money. You know what I mean? We're not. We're always nickel and diming retailers, or retailers always trying. I mean, it's madness, right? Up there, people know what a cigar costs, and they appreciate
Yes.
they appreciate the work, and they value your work, right?
Right.
Because that's the bottom line. When I get people that start hassling me about, a 10-count box wholesale $70, that's too high. I go, what world do you live in?
Right. Exactly.
Wait, you got a 10 count for $70?
Wholesale. Yes.
Yeah, wholesale.
That's a beautiful thing.
I mean, what world do you live in? You know what I mean?
Right. Exactly.
Because you can sell that cigar for 14 easy.
Right.
Yes.
and it's still below that $19, $18 mark that a lot of people kind of hesitate, and it's just the nature of the environment we live in, where I don't mind paying $25 for X cigar, and it tastes like crap, but it's got a nice name on it. You know what I mean?
Right, exactly. Yeah,
This is Mario cigar, who I don't know who he is, and it's probably a shitty cigar anyway until you try it, right? You know what I mean? So
you're certainly making a name for yourself, and you said you're doing it at your rate, at your pace. You're doing it the way you want it, and that's the way you grow. You can't just throw it all in once.
Yeah, what I'm focusing on is, I focus on those retailers who like to sell boutique brands,
Right.
And I hate that name, boutique brand. This is a cigar. It ain't a boutique cigar. It's a damn cigar, But here in America, we give name and labels to everything. You know what I mean? So I work with them and say, hey, okay, how do you run this shop? Because some retail, and I have a retail shop too, so I know about retailing. You put all the legacy stuff up there, and it's gonna sell. You don't have to do any marketing. You don't have to do anything. It just sells. But then when you bring a new stick in, hey, you got to let your client know that you got something in and it's going to sell because it's a good cigar. And that takes a lot of work, right? So those retailers that push those boutique brands and sell them, I work with them, And so those where my cigars are at,
Right.
And I'd rather be in 30 stores and move product than be in 100 and chase to move product.
Chase, right. Yep. No, you're absolutely right.
Well, that's the way to do it, Mario. You're doing exactly the way it should be done, without throwing 10 cigars out every year and limited cigars and, get everybody all hyped up on the word limited. That's another thing that we do here. It's just doesn't work for most people, especially for the smaller companies.
My first limited edition was the San Andres, and it was supposed to be just 1,000. And then people said, no, we need more, right? So the second batch didn't even have that limited edition.
Right.
Just, put it out there, right? And then this year, one of the retailers said, can we have that in a Robusto format? And I said, okay, I'll make them just for you. I'll make 1,000 just for you. How many are you going to buy? He goes, I'll buy 500 of them. I said, okay.
Right.
I'll sell the others. He ended up buying all 1,000 of them because when he brought the Robusto in and people tried it, the first batch sold in like 3 days.
Wow.
Good for you.
This is the Black River Tobacco Company in Dunn, North Carolina.
Okay, yeah.
Frank knows how to move cigars. I mean, and he's a big boutique lover. He pushes all kinds of boutique brands, right? But he's got everything in there, and he goes, "Hey, man, send me another 500." You know what I mean? So I work with stores like that, and even though I'm not everywhere, I'm in unique places where, I'm still doing my thing and selling the cigars. I'm definitely not in it for money. I'm making enough to take a little profit and then reinvest.
Right.
And keep putting out something that I enjoy. And nothing gives me more pleasure than to see these old guys here, like me, enjoying this.
I like the way you said old and you looked at Joey and Kyle.
I think what's
I knew
nice,
I was going to get a laugh for you guys out of that. You know what I mean?
but I love the way you also market it as well. So, like the way you have that set up, it's just beautiful.
It is.
The way it's
great marketing right there.
Yeah. And
it's simple, it's just simple.
Command the quiet. I love that. I mean, it just speaks to people in a way that visually they want to experience what that cigar is meaning to you, and then they can say, yeah, I get it.
Mm-hmm.
It's funny, you do get it.
Yeah.
Because a lot of people don't get it. When you command the quiet, what is that? That means a lot of things, right?
Oh,
it means leadership. It means, doing things right. It means putting out a high quality product, right? It means backing up. I mean, it means a whole lot of things, right?
Right.
But a lot of people are too superficial. They don't read it and they don't get it, right? It's like when I first started marketing the Spymaster and I put out the story, right? You know, very few people got it.
Mm-hmm.
Very few people wrote to me, goes, "Hey, I know what you're trying to do. Can you tell me more about that?" You know, and I said, "I'm not going to write you. Just call me. We'll talk." You know what I mean?
Right.
And explain to them. You know, but yeah, simple marketing. You know, hey, dude, if I go to a magazine, they want $3,000 just for, you know,
Right.
5x5 set of a page. You know what I mean?
Right. Which is silly. I mean, you can. The nice thing about, you know, social media is it gives you the opportunity to get it out in front of the public in a way that you couldn't do prior. So you'd have to be in a retail environment, where now you can do it from social media and then get some awareness, raise some awareness, get folks like us talking about the cigars and our experience with the cigar. And I think that that's the most important thing is, you know, if you don't try something, how are you ever going to know if it's going to be good? If you just are shopping by label, then you're never going to try a cigar like yours.
It's like this weekend, right? There was brands there I never tried. You know, I went and bought cigars from all of them. You know,
Right.
And I was smoking them. I try them. You know, it's like I tell everybody, just buy one cigar, man.
Right.
Just one. You know, because if you like it, you're going to buy it again.
Right.
Exactly. Exactly.
You know? And
That's
I've been lucky. I teamed up with this guy from the Wolfpack Cigar Club.
Right.
Yeah, he reached out to me and he goes, "Hey man, I smoked your cigars and I'm going to start selling online. I'd love for your brand to be the first brand on my, you know." And I thought about it. Okay, and I said, you know what? Why not? And I said, here, I'm going to do you a favor. I'm going to send you 3 boxes. Don't pay me until they're all sold.
Wow.
He goes, really? I go, that's how good my cigars are.
Right.
Wow.
And he
Yeah,
goes,
you have confidence in what you're selling.
and he was like, you know, his smart reply, okay, dude, you know like F you, right? You know, I go, no, I'm going to send you my cigars. Don't pay me until you sell them. He sold them in less than 3 weeks.
There you go.
You know,
Good for you.
and now he's a steady customer where he's buying, you know, hundreds of dollars every month of my entire line, right? And his clients love him, you know, because he's selling these sticks under $15, you know?
Right. Exactly.
Because the lounges here in Virginia are charging $18 for this stick, $17 for some of the others, because of that state taxes, right?
Yeah.
Right.
In Florida, in my lounge, it sells a little cheaper. It sells like for $14.45, you know?
Right.
Because you also don't need to rip your clients off. You know what I mean?
Sure.
Exactly. That's exactly right.
Mario, we got a question that people want to know. How many different ring sizes do you have in your line?
So for the Spymaster, it's only one ring size, 6x54. You know, for the
Beautiful.
for the Oscuro, I got 6x52, 6x54, and 5x52. Right. I've learned throughout the years that the majority of Americans are smoking toros.
Toros. Yeah.
So that's what I'm sticking to. But since I sell in Colombia they don't smoke toros; they smoke robustos. Right.
Gotcha.
And it's not because they don't like toros; is they don't have the time and they don't have the money.
Yeah.
So a robusto is a smaller smoke, shorter smoke, and you can sell it for a couple of dollars cheaper. That's affordable to them, right?
Right.
You can sell it for $10, you know.
Right.
And the distributor makes money, and you still make money, right?
Everybody wins. If you don't get greedy, you
Everybody
put the right
wins.
price.
And
you're
hey,
gonna move.
Your whole brand is known in a foreign country. You know what I mean? Everybody knows Casa Caraballo in Colombia. Everybody, you know. And every cigar that we've sent to Colombia has sold out.
Wow.
Nice.
You know, the last batch was 2,000 cigars. It was 1,000 Robusto Claros, Arrasta Robusto Oscuros. They sold out within 30 days. You know, you know, and
what other countries in Europe are you selling? So I just mentioned Belgium. What other countries?
So I'm not selling in Belgium.
Not Belgium. That's his friend.
Oh,
that was his friend.
That's a friend of mine. Spain has sold my cigars. They actually debut my cigars at Inner the Back without me knowing. You know.
Oh wow,
Nice.
And
that's
I
awesome.
learned after the fact. And the problem is with this track and trace thing they have now in Europe.
Bless you.
It's become really hard for small distributors to sell to Europe, especially Spain. In Spain, they have a system where you send your cigars, and then they're held in a bonded warehouse, and you can't take them out of there for like 6 months.
Whoa,
Why is that?
Yeah, because it's just typical
red tape.
government bureaucracy. So I told the students, dude, I'm not sending you cigars and they're gonna sit in a bulk for 6 months. No way in hell. You know what I mean?
Oh,
Oh, you ruin them.
Yeah. Well, not only you ruin them, you got money sitting there, right?
You got money sitting right,
No,
tied up.
It's like aging a cigar for 18 years, right? It's got an 18-year age leaf, right? Give me a break. That's not.
So I can't find you a cigar in Barcelona, is what you're saying.
No, you can't. Not right now. There's only like 2 guys in Spain that have my cigars. You know. And,
What about Italy? Anything in Italy?
Italy is 3 times as hard as Spain to get a cigar.
really?
Oh,
The
man.
bureaucracy, the taxes. I mean, they discourage it instead of
Promoting it?
promoting entrepreneurship. It's like Germany, Switzerland, Belgium, right now are the best 3 countries in the Western Bloc to sell New World cigars. You know,
Right.
Oh, wow.
and the Eastern Bloc is starting to catch up. They're starting to buy a lot of Nicaraguan cigars. But those guys are smart. What they do is they actually come down to Nicaragua and they open up like a little 10-man team and they make their cigars, and so they save a lot of money that way. You know.
Right.
Well,
That makes sense.
Well, look at the burn on this, guys. Look at that.
Oh yeah, no.
Guys,
Construction has
take
been
a moment
absolutely-
and just smell the foot smoke odor on this cigar. Sweet, like
very
gingerbread,
sweet and creamy. Gingerbread.
right?
Exactly.
Just
Yes.
wow.
Yes.
And it's filling the room with that odor. I love it.
Yes.
Yeah. I mean, it is it's a work of art for me. You know.
This
Yeah,
is-
I'm loving the vanillas, the
That's
oaky oat notes that are coming out of it. Definitely getting like some nutty, almost like pistachio type flavors. And definitely that marzipan on that retrohale. It's like little no spice on the retrohale as well.
Yeah,
Yeah.
just a little nose spice. It's just enough to hint, but it's so creamy.
Mhm.
Mhm.
Very creamy.
Not mild either.
Yeah.
Very good.
Yeah, no, it's not a mild cigar. This is a medium.
It's a medium.
It's
medium.
a straight right on medium,
medium.
and
Sure.
but I can feel that's going to increase.
Yeah,
uh,
you'll see that the transition is constant. It won't
Yes.
go up or down. You know, it'll stay constant. But
Yes, it's been pretty consistent.
Yep.
but the flavors will increase, right?
Yeah, intensify.
It builds.
It
It
builds.
Not so
definitely
much-
builds.
Not so much the strength, but the
The
flavors. will
flavors, exactly.
intensify. You
Very
know?
subtle as you go, though.
right,
Yes.
very subtle.
Very subtle.
Yeah. And that's one of our trademarks when we do our cigars is we want that consistent throughout the whole smoke. We don't want this, wow, I just got a high off of this and then you get low, right?
Right.
Trying to keep it nice and smooth. And you know, it's in the old days we used to say this is a gentleman's cigars, right? You know, this cigar is really everybody's cigar. You know, what
It
I mean?
is.
Very good.
You know,
It is.
you could
I'm gonna call this a gentleman's pairing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it is. It's
Right?
pretty much
Like,
a gentleman's pairing.
yeah,
It
and it
is.
you know, and it goes well. It goes well with, of course, with Scotch, with American whiskey. You know, which it goes well with some good rums. You know, like
Right.
Zapata or Flor de Caña.
Anya, yeah.
Uh, there's this rum in the Dominican Republic that's called Unique, and that rum and this cigar are just unique.
Nice.
So this cigar is definitely making the Scotch sweeter.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
It's
Oh,
definitely
it-
enhancing those
it's-
cherry
it's-
notes.
Absolutely.
Yeah, absolutely.
The sherry here is definitely more forward.
Yeah.
I know,
More
Kyle,
flavor.
you have the whiskey. What are your thoughts on the whiskey?
So right off the bat, I get like pear with like apricot, like like that's
Fruit.
the full forward that I'm getting out of that, and then like on the back end, maybe slight cherry flavor into there.
Definitely
But,
cherry.
Cherry
but
Definitely cherry.
mostly that pear and apricot coming right through it.
Right. So this is finished in a sherry bodega cask, which is smaller. So the distillate is having more contact with
the
that-
surface.
with the surface of
yes.
that oak, and really extracting like those flavors, like you're getting like apricot, rich, deep, dark fruit notes.
Yes.
Yeah, you could definitely smell that what I would call a cured cherry, which is kind of
Yes.
like
Yes.
Right.
Yes.
and
Right.
you could when you smell and it hits the top of your nose, you see and there's that cherry. At least that's where I get it.
Yes. Oh,
Yeah.
without a
No
doubt.
doubt.
When you just do this, you see all the florals, which are really not florals. It's the apricot, like he's talking about.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
I mean, this is pretty smooth here. I like it.
Yeah.
What a unique pairing with this. This is a very special cigar. This is definitely a special dram from Whispering Waters and Teaninich. Yeah, this is so. I think right now during the show, the prices have been reduced on all our bottles on the whiskeylab.com. If you want to take a look, definitely get your hands on this Teaninich 12. It's a banger.
Nice.
Joey, what is the price on that? What's the retail price on
I
it?
think it was 120 right now. It might be like $90 during the show.
Wow.
$90.
That's a steal. That
Yeah.
is a steal.
$90 is a good price. I'm actually making a bottle right now. It's gonna.
Is this an exclusive?
Yeah. It's gonna be
All
called. It's camaraderie. That's gonna be the name. You know.
Camaraderie. I love it.
Yeah. And we've been at it for about a year right now,
Nice.
and trying to line everything up, and it's gonna be around that price range, $90. You know.
Okay.
Because you see a lot of whiskeys coming out, especially in the American market, and they're coming out for $120, $140. You know, come on, guys. The average American guy who works his ass off
Right.
can't just throw $120 like that away.
On
you
a
know?
bottle. Right.
Exactly.
You got to give him some wiggle room so he could enjoy a bottle and also some beer and some cigars. You know what I mean?
Right.
Absolutely. Absolutely. They gotta have some money left over for
Yeah,
cigars.
and still have some money left over. So yeah, I'm playing with that. Hopefully it comes into fruition, and when it does, I'll send the whiskey lab, a couple of bottles so they could tear it down for me and say,
There
"This
you
is
go.
Nice.
don't go there. This is no good."
Hey, Kyle, just let you know,
After they drink
for
it,
a
right?
hashtag. You got a hashtag for the crowd tonight, Kyle?
Oh, of course. What would
All right,
be
everyone's asking.
what would be
Sorry.
a podcast show without a hashtag?
Right, you'll
I
get
mean,
a 100
hear you.
milliliter sample of this Teaninich 12 from the Whiskey
Nice.
Lab.
Nice. And Mario, is there any way that somebody can get a Spymaster to pair with this? Our lucky winner tonight, we'll call it.
Oh yeah, if you guys have a little raffle or something,
Yeah.
Yeah, we're gonna do that.
yeah,
So they're
and
going to enter in by putting in the hashtag Spy Teaninich.
yeah,
And we'll draw at the end of the show here. We'll spin the wheel, and whoever is in gets a chance to win the awesome prizes that we'll have. So
yeah, and
we'll put that in only for our YouTube and Facebook viewers. So make
Yeah,
sure you're on one of those platforms to enter into our raffle. And you got to be here at the end.
Yeah.
If you're not here,
Yeah.
you
If you're not
will,
here,
you will lose. So
that's well. You don't lose. You just don't win.
yes. Hey,
Start
if you ain't
typing
first
in,
or
folks.
last.
yeah,
Start
you guys-
typing it in, folks. Let's go. You want to win a fantastic pairing? The Spymaster?
Yeah,
Come on.
you guys send me the name, the contact info,
Yes.
address,
Yep.
and
Yeah.
we'll mail a little price for them. You know what I mean?
Perfect.
Awesome.
What's
Thank you
interesting
so
is
very much,
when
Mario.
you go from the whiskey to the cigar, if you guys had a chance to do that,
Mhm.
you get like those awesome fruit notes from this sherry influenced whiskey, and then comes like the nuttiness and like the creaminess from the cigar, and it just like explodes in your mouth. It's awesome.
It's
Yeah,
like it's to me, I'm getting like a almond
Yeah.
dipped in cherry with
Mhm.
like that. You just with a little apricot liqueur dropped in there. because
dessert.
So dessert.
It's like
It's
a dessert to
It
me.
is
Yeah.
dessert because you get that,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
you get the vanilla from the cigar as well. That cocoa.
Right.
So
This is like comfort food.
it is comfort.
Yeah.
food.
Yeah.
Yeah, think
And
of
Joey's
that.
comfort of Mazapan.
Yeah, think of that key lime pie when it first hits you, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's got that bite.
Yeah.
Yes.
This whiskey, when it first comes to your mouth, you don't feel it. But then when it goes to the top of your mouth,
Yep.
and then it starts falling back down into your tongue area, you start feeling all those flavors. And as you swallow it, then the aftertaste it's all there. That dark
Right. Just incredible character on the whiskey itself.
Oh, yeah.
Just, I mean, like I said, you're not going to get an expression from Teaninich unless you go to the independent bottlers. Otherwise, they're just going to those blends like Johnny Walker Red, for example. So this is a special bottle to get your hands on.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
and it goes great with a Spymaster.
Yeah, it sure does.
Yes, it does.
Sure does.
Really enjoying this cigar, Mario. You really, you
this
got
is-
a great one here, buddy. This is going to move, no question about
This
it.
is one of the more complex Ecuadorian Maduros that I've had. It just has so much character, Joe.
Right.
You know?
It's a lot of flavor for
a lot
somebody
of
right in the middle.
Yes.
Yeah.
You know?
Somebody who wants a cigar that is right dead smack in the middle. And that means
Right.
you're going to appeal to everybody because
Yeah,
everybody
right.
pretty much likes a cigar that
The fact that it's Ecuadorian Maduro makes it special.
that's why.
Mm,
That's
yeah.
why. And I think that's where you get
Right.
that creaminess, that more soft. It's just smooth. That's the
Yeah.
word I want to use.
Yeah,
It's-
for your viewers who are watching, just tell your tobacconist to reach out to Casa Caraballo, and
right.
we'll
Tell
work
them,
with
hey,
you, we'll get them to you. And if you don't, you could always find them at the Wolfpack Cigar Club. They're always available there. And then if you're in Virginia, we have a bunch of stores that have them. Maryland's a tough market. I don't know if you guys knew that about Maryland. They're all about legacy brands, right?
yeah, so
yeah,
so-
they don't.
Unfortunately.
Yeah, and they want big gauges, like 6x60, 6x70, all that crazy shit.
Very unique flavor profile on this cigar.
yes.
If you're looking for something different than what you've been smoking on the daily, this is definitely gonna check that
It's
box.
going to revive your palate.
Yeah.
It's going to
Right.
awaken
I can
it.
make this a daily.
Yeah, well, yeah.
Yeah, in Pennsylvania, they receive very well. New Jersey has received them very well. So it's moving. It's moving at a good pace.
Good.
Right.
Yeah. It's kind of like that blend I made for Oscar, where
Yes, the insomnia.
so we're redesigning that whole label.
Well,
Right.
yeah.
Why? No, leave that. It's a perfect label.
So,
Hey, seeing Oscar slip and fall, what better things than we want to do?
dude, he called me and he goes, all my clients are complaining about the insomnia label. It's not cool enough.
Oh, man. Well, that's because they don't know him personally then. I don't know. I think it's a great one.
Yeah, and I go, man, so we're gonna have to really redesign that, right? So can I
Yes.
see that?
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
nice.
Okay.
Very
No
nice.
character. That's very
That's
classy.
a lot more. That's a lot more elegant.
Yeah.
Well,
Very
yeah.
nice.
I mean, two different labels altogether. One
Yeah.
elegant and one,
More
Oscar.
cartoonish. More cartoonish.
I mean,
I think I have one left with the original label. It's like going to be a
Dude, that's
it's gonna be
collector's
like a
item.
collector's
Yeah,
item.
there you go.
when he called me, he goes, "Hey, let's." I said, "Keep it simple." So we came out, but apparently he got beat up by a whole bunch of customers. You need to make it a nice label, So we went back to the drawing board. Something- As you see what's coming out next. You know what I mean?
Right.
And his second release is going to be with this new GTO Insomnia box,
Okay.
like that, and he's had a lot of success with that blend. So
Yeah.
It's
Mario-
a fabulous smoke.
Mario,
He
this
sold
is
out.
the-
He
this is the
sold out.
third,
He sold out. I mean, the thing that I loved about Oscar's story about him going to you, and this was the first time that he ventured out to do something that had Nicaraguan tobacco.
exactly.
So that's what's he. So that's the trust that he had in you.
Yeah.
So and that means a lot because Oscar is that type of person. He's keeping things close to the vest, right?
Yeah.
And he's not gonna reach out and then not put together something that's fantastic. So your collaboration is really, I think that's a springboard for many other things that are going to be in the future, I'm sure.
Yeah, what I appreciate from him was that he said, this is what I want. And I said, okay, let me run with it. Let me finish it. And then you do the test drive thing.
Right.
And then you come back and critique and we'll adjust. And so it took a while, right?
Right.
To get it to where, because he's used to smoking all his stuff all the time.
Right.
Oscar smokes everything, you know what I mean?
Right.
So,
But you
so I
have
said,
to.
Yeah. So I said, I better not screw this up or he will not go forward, And it took us a long time, It took us a long time. It took a long time for him to say yes, which goes back to that trust that you're talking about.
Yes.
And I think that trust came after the past 3 years. I've been helping him a lot with a lot of other stuff that he's dealing with his business, because he's also trying to do everything by himself. You know what I mean?
Right.
Right.
Running the farm, running the factory, distribution in the United States, being a part-time doctor, emergency doctor. You know what I mean, the guy's got 100 things going on. You know what I mean?
Non-stop,
And,
boots on the ground, cutting lights everywhere.
So, I mean, we were happy that when he first got the first batch, I think he sold it out like in a month.
Wow.
I mean, they're gone. He's got none left.
Right.
And then this week he called me. He goes, "We need to get back to work. We want a new band. We want this." So we put that band together. I did the mock-up, as you saw the mock-up there,
Yes.
and he loves it. And so now he's making the second production of that cigar.
Nice. Mario, this is the third direction that we take a pairing. We actually smoke the Glencairn over the whiskey, and in this direction, I just get an explosion of that apricot.
Yes.
Right.
Big time.
It just enhances both the cigar and the whiskey. I'm just getting big, creamy apricot.
Oh yeah.
And it's
super delicious.
Nice, subtle.
Yeah.
Joe, that's what's the beauty of this. It's so
Right.
subtle,
Right.
and it's not in your face.
So who didn't get a cigar tonight? I gotta make sure we don't drop the ball, and you send me his info so we could get him.
Well,
I got him already covered.
Yeah, Frankie's got mine.
I already got him covered.
We just had a mix up in the mail with how it got mailed out.
I'm gonna have him all covered. I got him covered already.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yeah, they just didn't meet up in time. That's all.
Yeah. So,
But
guys.
But thanks for that offer, Mario.
Of course.
Perfect pairing. Excellent
perfect.
pairing.
This
Perfect.
is
There isn't anything that I would change about this pairing other than having to have more of this expression here, Joey.
More of everything.
I mean, I think if we were all in the same room, that bottle would have been gone already.
We'll be on the second bottle, maybe the third.
Mario, don't kid Joey. That bottle will be gone tonight. So
I'm sure.
They call me the Spymaster for a reason.
Let's just say he's the kind of asset that you have to watch carefully.
Right.
I think you'll get the ET's got to be left out of that. The ASS, leave it at that.
What he said, I don't even know.
What I also love about this cigar is, the burn is constant. You rarely have to
relight.
Beautiful.
You never have to relight. You don't have to
No,
worry.
And I'm in 17-degree weather here. I'm in 35-degree weather, and I haven't had to lit it up.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
It's not
And
blowing, it's not blowing up on me or anything.
Right. It's not exploding because a lot of times cigars will explode with that temperature change. This is not. This is
It definitely commands the quiet, right?
yeah, there you go.
Exactly.
Mario, we have one of our local Virginians, Clay Atkins. Do you have any certain lounge that you go to or visit, or he would like to hook up with you?
Yeah, of course, you could pass my info to him, but the Old Mill Lounge in Woodbridge, they buy my cigars, and OC's Lounge also. They're customers, so you find my sticks there. And I'm working with a couple other cigar lounges in Northern Virginia area towards Charlottesville. They're boutique friendly, so they're interested, and we're going to be developing those relationships here also. But yeah, the Old Mill Road. But if he's anywhere near close to Northern Virginia, we could meet up anywhere and smoke a cigar. You know what I mean?
There you go,
nice.
Clay.
Yeah,
Now it's on you, buddy.
yeah. I had a big account at Suffolk Cigars up in Norfolk, but they got sold out. And the new owner is a big legacy guy, right? So
yeah.
he's kind of pushing
He
it.
doesn't know what he's missing. He's losing
Well,
out.
As a retailer, the last thing you want to do is just sell one kind of cigar. Okay. I mean, look at Corona, right? You walk into Corona, what do you see?
Everything.
Yeah.
Right?
Everything.
You think they do that because they're special? No, because they know what their customers are looking for. Right?
Right.
And they're looking for, I like my Padron and I like my whatever,
My Fuente, I like my yes.
I got a collection of Padrones in there that every once in a while I light up, and it's for special occasions with my friends because they're aged. I've had them in there for years, and but it's nice to walk into a lounge and see something new and pick it up, and pick it up, look at it, and if it's well constructed, it's probably going to taste pretty good.
Right.
Well,
that's the first thing
you haven't had a bad Padron.
Whenever we go in someplace, we always ask, "What's new?"
Right.
First thing I do, I want to see what's new here. I want to try new things.
In our lounge in Davie, we have some God bless us. We have some, we have really loyal customers, and these guys are always asking, "Hey, anything new?" So what we've done is every time we have something new, we put a little big sign in the humidors, or you want to try this, right?
Right.
And boy, they go for it. Instead of buying one, they buy what they came in for, and then they buy another stick, and now your sale is doubled, right?
Yeah,
exactly.
And keeping your customers happy is important, especially in the cigar world. Because it's competitive, it's hard, it's not easy. Brick and mortars struggle if they don't have a lot of money and backing, and if they don't know how to do retail, they even struggle even more.
More.
Yep.
Exactly.
And unfortunately, a lot of retailers struggle because you get these guys. Hey, I'm going to retire. I'm going to open up a cigar lounge.
Right.
There's a lot of them.
What do you know about? What do you know about cigars? Oh, I know how to smoke them.
Look, the band comes right off. Look at
Yes.
that. Look at that.
No stress when you're removing the band.
Yeah.
You don't have to
Continue
worry
the
about
party
taking
here.
the leaf apart and tearing the leaf.
No, it's clean.
I heard my band came out
I hate
beautiful.
to say it, but a lot of these legacy brands, they have put so much glue that you cannot. You basically you can't get it off, or you have to smoke the band.
Yeah.
Because there's no way of getting it off without damaging the cigar.
Well, you throw the cigar out at that point. That's it.
They also put it in too tight.
Yes.
Very. Yes, they do.
It grabs.
You can't even pick this band off a lot of
then
time.
when you take it off, it breaks apart, and sometimes, unfortunately, you'll also tear up the wrapper.
That's right.
Yeah,
that's right.
Oh, I hate when you tear up the wrap.
The cigar is subtly getting stronger now.
Oh yeah.
It's
cooking.
As I'm going
It's
through
cooking.
it's starting to hit you a little bit.
Yeah, and that's why I always tell people it's a medium, and if you have a different palate, it could get to medium mild or medium plus, right? But it stops there. It doesn't go any further.
No, it doesn't go into the insane.
It doesn't go into the headache mode, right?
No. It's still delicious, though. It's just
I call the headache mode.
It's getting a little more chocolatey now.
Yes.
Like
a dark
deep
chocolate.
in the second, third here, right?
Dark chocolate. A dark chocolate.
Nice. That was a very nice transition.
Yeah.
Excellent, Mario.
It's definitely a pleasant smoke. I like smoking the Spymaster either in the evening or late afternoon, right?
Right.
After dinner.
Yes, this is a perfect after dinner cigar.
After dinner.
Oh,
Yeah.
We had
Yeah.
dinner.
With a
and this
nice
is-
cocktail, yeah.
Oh, with a great cocktail like this Stram, Joey.
Yeah.
Joey,
Oh, yeah.
this was really spectacular.
I could
I
tell
love
you,
it. I love it. This is up there with that Braval 9 for
Yes.
sure.
Mhm.
Yeah.
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 I could tell this whiskey would make a great old fashioned
Oh
Ooh.
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
because
Nice
of all
Manhattan, too.
the citrus in it.
Yes,
Yeah.
it's
All these
That apricot flavor in there,
Oh, yeah.
that would make for an
This-
excellent old
this
fashioned.
thing will make an excellent old fashioned. You know,
you almost don't need any oranges. You got plenty of citrus in here.
I know
Right.
it's just the bitters alone would be it. You know,
Right.
Exactly. Exactly.
A
Some
Manhattan
bitters,
with
some
no
ice, and you're good
bitters.
to
No
go.
bitters. No bitters.
You don't need
needed.
them bitters. Make a Manhattan with just no bitters.
I don't know about
Perfect.
you guys,
Yeah.
but it's kind of like you're tasting the barrel, right?
Yes.
Right.
You know, like
Yes.
Right.
I'm sure you've done this. You open up a barrel, it's empty, but it's still wet, and you run your nail through the wood and you put it in your
Oh.
mouth, and you see all
Yeah.
the flavors come and bite you. That's what
Right.
it feels like. All those
Right.
fruits just come in and grab you, right?
Right. And that's the effect of that smaller bodega barrel.
Yeah.
Is the contact with all the wood there. It's
So
really
what's
extracting
what
those
size-
spicy
how many
fruit
gallon?
notes.
How many gallon barrel is that, or liters?
That's a good question.
Is it like,
Yeah.
Is it more like half a size of a? Of
Joey
a
hasn't gotten to the
traditional?
bottom of the barrel yet.
But I will. That I can guarantee you.
He's working on it.
I thought I
Yeah.
saw Joe try to go into the barrel.
Yeah. Yeah. That's why I'm on this show, because I reached the bottom of the barrel.
Oh, man.
Man,
Well,
a
you
lot
hit
of
a low
people.
blow here. That's it. You're done. You ain't
On
coming
an
back.
unrelated note, this was Joey's last show on the show.
Yeah, yeah.
I tell you what, don't come back till March 31st again, okay?
All right,
Don't worry
yeah.
about it. Take some time
So
off.
I'll actually be in Scotland
we
with
got a
Jay and the
question
Whiskey
for
Lab.
all
We're taking a nice journey to Scotland. We'll be doing some nice industry stuff right there in Scotland, and I'll report back in our March edition of the show.
Well, this is a good question. Steve McCabe put it out for all us experts. I don't know about that, Steve, except for Joe. Is there a best brand of humidor out there?
Humidor.
You know which one is the best brand?
The one
for
you
me?
walk into and pick cigars out of.
You know, Mario. You know what's
A
my
Tupperdoor.
favorite? Tupperdoor.
Get a Tupperdoor. Well,
Okay, so you know what I like is those diamond crowned humidors. Those
Yeah,
are good humidors.
Yeah.
You know, as long as it's well made,
Right.
Yeah.
it's good. For example, Daniel Marshall, he makes
Daniel Marshall has some beautiful.
he makes
yeah.
good stuff. You have to be careful. Some of the stuff coming out of China,
Right.
it looks beautiful, right? I mean, everything's perfect. Once you put it won't keep that humidity at 68, 69, or 70. So now you just have a wooden box. You know what I mean?
There you go.
Right.
You know,
Yeah.
so
You
well,
throw your
then you got
cup in
Ely
there.
Blue, but those cost a fortune.
yeah, of course. You
Too
know,
much money.
that's way above up there. You know,
Yeah.
but you know,
But if you've got, $2,000 worth of product, you need to put it into something that's going to keep it. So yeah, a humidor is going to cost you you even look at like Duyos humidors out of
Yeah.
Cuba. I mean,
Right.
they're fantastically built and well made, but they're expensive. Yeah, but you've got an expensive product that you want to keep. You need to spend the money to keep that product. That would be like buying a Rolls Royce and then taking a Jiffy Lube to get an oil change. You don't do that.
Yeah.
What's wrong with Jiffy?
Or
And-
parking it outside in your driveway
Wait.
rather than your garage.
So, Mario, we got a question on a customer from Billy. Like to know is, are you going to be doing any other cigar festivals besides PCA or TPE? Anything else that you got going on in the plans for this year that you can let our audience know?
yeah. So I'm a big. I'm one of the guys that the USS New Jersey calls in every year for their cigar festival.
Nice.
The USS New Jersey has a cigar event in September where they invite like 10, 15 boutique brands and a couple of legacy brands. And so I'll be there for sure. I'll be there for sure. There's a couple others in the works, but they haven't committed yet. So it's not worth mentioning them, But definitely the USS New Jersey.
Well,
will-
Billy's out in Long Island, so that should be pretty close for him to get to.
Right.
What's the date on that there, Mario? Any idea, more or less?
That's usually the week of the 18th to the 24th of September. You know,
Okay.
as a matter of fact, the board meets tomorrow. The New Jersey board meets tomorrow because they want me to make their 250th Navy cigar.
Oh wow.
Oh wow.
So they wanted me to blend something for them. They're a little late. I told them that if they don't, make a decision here within a week, I won't be able to have that cigar made and ready to go by June, right?
Right.
Because the cigar needs to sit in the factory. It needs to be cured right. You know what I mean?
Sure.
Yes.
A lot of cigars are being boxed up and they're still wet, and they're putting them out. And you see a lot of that going on right now with
Right.
a lot of legacy brands. Stuff you get at the lounge and it's still soggy.
Right.
Well, Mario, there's also the Chicago show coming up with Oscar and Ken Dorbacker of the Chief. They'll be there.
Yeah.
In the first weekend in May. So
Yeah, I'm
there's
still
tables available for that, and
and I'm still considering that. I just
great.
have to.
And Brian from the Big Fella Cigar Lounge is going to be parked right outside that 6,000 square foot tent. So, Brian might just bring you into that beautiful speakeasy mobile lounge. You're part of the TPA, so you're a TPA member, Tobacco Products Association. So that's what he sells a lot of.
Yeah, that would be nice. That would definitely be nice. TPA is a good group, as you know. A lot of good people in there, and most of them are down to earth, and they all have good products. So
yep. So Billy's asking that New Jersey show, is that in Atlantic City? He was asking.
No, it's right on the Philadelphia River, right across the bridge.
Okay.
So it's what they call the USS New Jersey Museum. The battleship's right there in the middle of the river.
Right.
Gotcha.
Yeah. And what they do is
it Camden or right outside of Camden or right?
Yeah, right outside, and it's right on the river. What they do is you come in when you buy the tickets, you get like a bag full of stuff, right? It's really well organized, and you get your pennies worth,
Right.
And all that money goes right into the ship. It doesn't go to anybody's pocket.
Nice.
Very good.
That's good.
It goes right into the museum, and so it's a good thing. So part of the program is you give them so many cigars, right? So they could give out to the clients that buy the tickets, and then you come in and you sell your cigars also, right?
Nice.
Very nice.
So you're doing a little bit of
Goodwill. Yeah.
charity, goodwill, and then you're also making a little money,
Right. Right.
So
Right.
And it's a good event. Last year we had over 200 people show up.
Well, very nice.
Very nice.
Yeah, I mean,
Good.
yeah.
Have you ever thought about Ybor City and doing the event there now? It used to be.
I'm working on all of those. It's just a matter of priorities. But Ybor City is definitely on the map. And as a matter of fact, me and Oscar were talking about trying to get booths next to each other, right?
Perfect.
Because he would present the insomnia, and people like it. And he goes, "Oh, by the way, here's the blender."
There you
Right.
go.
Right.
You know?
Perfect lead on. Yep.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
so we're working on that. The PCA this year, I'm not going to the PCA.
Good.
The last time we were PCA was a big flop for a lot of money, right?
Right.
So this year, there's a new company out called Triumph Cigars. They make all of the cigars for UFC fighters that have joined with them.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
So I blended 3 cigars for that company. I blended the Carpenter, the Master, and then there's another one called the Dober, and they've been moving really well in Nevada,
Nice.
in North Carolina. As a matter of fact, the CEO is in Tennessee right now, talking to lounges. And since I'm his kind of advisor, he wants me to join him at PCA because I want to show him what a PCA looks like. So when he decides to go to the PCA, he does it right, and he doesn't waste a lot of money.
Right.
You know, and so that's what I have right now. But yeah, I'm planning on Ybor City, and as you know, it's all about logistics and
Sure.
time,
Yes.
and everything's timing and everything's money in the cigar world.
Well, this is certainly going to make you money, no matter where and when. This is a fabulous, fabulous cigar. So congrats on this, Mario. You really did well on this one.
Yeah, so far I've been blessed. Everybody's liked it, and it's just telling the story and getting the retailers to say, "Okay, bring it in."
Right.
That's a big
Well,
one.
everybody's got to ask for it when
That's
they
the
go to
big one.
their local spot. They got to ask for the Spymaster or what on the other
The
lines that
828.
you have,
Yep.
and then try to get them in there. That's it. I mean, our audience can do that. And now let's help Mario get out there, folks. All right,
Yeah.
let's get
Yeah,
the
just
word
say
out
it's,
and bug the owners or the managers of the shops to
Yeah.
bring in his cigars. It's that
Got
simple.
to get you throughout all of Florida.
Exactly.
That's
Yeah.
the big thing.
Well, he's over at Don Kiki, right? So
Yeah, I used to be a Don Kiki. I was in a lot of stores in the Tampa area, but when my partner did his stupidity thing,
Right.
I had to rebuild a lot of relationships. Right.
Sure, because he probably burned a lot of people.
Sure.
That's
Yeah,
the
I'm
thing.
so-
sorry to hear that. That's terrible.
So you don't push. You kind of wait till people are ready.
Right.
Right.
And then you move. You make your move. The next cigar that it's in the works. It's already done. It's a Connecticut that I've been working on for like 2 years now, and it's ready. And hopefully this client in Canada is going to take the first batch because he loved it, and so we're going to send the first batch up there, and hopefully it'll be a success. So they smoke a lot of Connecticut up in Canada, a lot of Connecticut. Yeah, they love Connecticut up there. So
Okay.
Excellent.
be interesting. Yeah.
Very
And
good.
then we'll bring it here to America.
What's the timetable on that? Any idea so people could start looking out for it?
Hopefully next year, because the first batch is going to go to Canada,
Right.
and then after that, then I'll start the production for the second batch that's going to be released in the U.S. and
Okay.
That'll give me the time I like keeping my cigars in my humidor in the factory. I like keeping them there for 2-3 months. And the way I do so I make my cigars, and instead of putting them in the humidor in the factory, I put them in plastic bags and then seal them and then put them in the humidor. So all that stuff keeps circling in there, right?
Oh, nice idea.
Yeah, it's an old trick.
Now, is that the factories you're doing that, or do you have a humidor here in the States in Miami?
No, I do that. I do all of that in Nicaragua.
Nicaragua. Okay,
Yeah.
very good.
So
Nice.
like this cigar spent 3 months in the humidor before we boxed it up.
Right.
So it was ready, right? It was ready.
Right.
Uh,
Smart move.
Yeah, and if it's not ready, then we don't
Rush it. Don't rush it, or you ruin it.
We don't rush it. You know what I mean? And it's paying off, right? It's paying off in the quality,
Yes.
right? And in the feedback that we get from the cigar smokers, that they come back and say, "Hey, that's a good cigar, man. Thanks." And that's what you want to hear. You want to hear that people are enjoying a product that you made for them, right? And the beauty about the cigar is the price.
Exactly.
You're not paying $22, $27, $40 for a cigar.
No, you're priced right. You're priced right where it should be. This is a totally enjoyable smoke, and like I said, something that is truly a flavor bomb.
Yeah, everything is
Yeah.
just coming together here in the final third. All those
Oh.
vanillas and nuttiness and chocolatiness all at the same time. It's very,
My-
very
It's a
delicious.
slow smoke. I mean,
Yeah.
that's look,
Nice,
look,
perfect.
that's
Yeah.
an hour and 20 minutes worth of smoking, and I still got a lot to go.
Yeah,
Right.
depending. I mean, I've had my longest smoke was 2 hours with this cigar,
I can see it.
and the beauty of it, it didn't go off.
No, I haven't lit
No
yet.
relights
No,
at
no
all.
relight.
It's a slow burn from start all the way
Yes.
to where we're at
Perfect.
now, and it's still going nice and slow.
I find the same notes like when I started,
Yes.
but they just intensify.
Intensified.
The
Yeah.
same notes throughout, but they just get stronger.
Stronger.
That taste gets stronger and stronger. It's delicious.
I'm glad you guys approve and enjoying it. You know?
Where are the two shops down in Miami or Lauderdale area? Where exactly are they for our Florida audience?
Davy, Smoking Daddies in Davy and in Miramar.
And in
Okay.
Miramar.
You have it there. So they've been doing well there. We had the Smoking Daddies had a herf there 2 months ago in February. It was in January. They had like 10 different boutique brands out there, and the Spymaster was a hit.
Yeah.
It was people loved it, and I also introduced the 828 Robusto San Andres, and they loved that one too. You know, so but that shop keeps buying them because people keep smoking them, so that's good.
Absolutely.
I see a lot of hashtags on the board.
Oh yeah, Kyle. Our hashtag before we
Put it out there again because we got a lot of new people joined in on the
throw
second
that
half here.
hashtag up there, and this way we make sure that
What do you
everybody.
mean they just joined in? Haven't watched the whole show?
well, they have.
No, we got a lot of people. Mario, we got another question from Billy. He would like to know is what does Mario like to pair his cigar with any particular beverage?
Well, you know what? Since we're pairing with whiskey and stuff, you know, everybody likes to
He
pair.
likes scotches from the whiskey lab.
Yeah,
That's what he likes.
yeah. Everybody likes to talk about scotch and stuff. You know, I tell people, what do you enjoy? And it doesn't matter if it's a cup of coffee,
Right.
or wine, or scotch, or rum. As long as you enjoy that cigar with that spirit, then it's a good pair.
This would go great with a coffee.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah,
really,
absolutely.
almost anything.
Yeah,
Almost
yeah.
anything.
Hey, this
So,
cigar would go good with water.
We've got a couple of questions out there about locations. You said Charlottesville. What shop in Charlottesville?
No, we're going to Charlottesville.
You're going there. Gotcha.
We're going to Charlottesville. Yeah. So I really enjoy smoking cigars with coffee. I really
Yeah.
do.
And
But there's
Joe,
nothing- we're going to Charlotte too.
Charlotte, North Carolina, and going to Charlotte too. Okay.
Yeah, we're working our way. We got into Dunn, North Carolina. It did well in Dunn, so that was our test bed for North Carolina. So now we're moving up to Raleigh and Charlotte and all the other places.
Nice.
Perfect.
Yeah,
Perfect.
slowly. Yeah.
Very
Have you
good.
considered talking to Jeff at Corona?
You know what? I don't know. I don't know the people at Corona. And you know how it is. If you don't know anybody, it's hard to break that door, right?
Right.
Right. And you know, when that opportunity comes, I'll definitely take advantage of it and work with Jeff or whoever, you know. And we'll get there. JR was looking at my stuff and they tried it and everything, and
Okay.
and they never called back after I called them, and you know, so it's kind of like, you know, you're always flipping the coin, right?
Right.
Oh yeah.
Right.
Sometimes you get tails and sometimes you get the head, and you hit that nail, you know what I mean?
Right.
You know what I mean? So
Without
it's,
a doubt.
that's how it is, you know. Yeah, I would love for Corona to bring me into their who wouldn't, right?
Right.
You know what I mean? You know, it's
Nice.
like I've
I'd
been
like to go
talking.
there and have your cigar all the time.
I had last week. I had 3 people call me. How come your cigars are not at Neptune Cigars, right? And I go, why don't you ask them?
There you go.
Exactly.
There you
You know,
go.
because I've been trying to get into Neptune for 8 years, and they just blow me off all the time. You know what I mean?
Wow.
you know, and
Unfortunately, they don't know what they're missing, Mario.
Oh,
It's their
it's the-
loss.
you know, they have a ton of cigars also. So
It's
I
a big
understand.
shop. Yeah.
Yeah, he's got a big, but he's introducing new stuff all the time, and everything he has sells. You know what I mean?
Right.
Well, it's a very well-known location. It's got a great shop, good name.
Exactly. So, so I tell them, don't go to if they don't have it and they won't bring it in here, go to this place. They have it there.
They have it. Right. Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. And like
Beautiful.
you said, they could always go to Wolfpack online and get them
Order
there.
it, yeah.
And order it. So
Yeah, always there.
always. So that's good.
That's one of my
It's a
lowest-
must for everybody's personal humidor, as far as we're concerned.
Oh,
And you know
It's a
how
must,
it is when you
folks.
go to a lounge, which is everyone has their lounge.
Sure.
You want the cigar there.
Yeah, you want to be able to get it. Yeah, you have to tell them. You have to say, hey, bring it in, or have you thought about bringing it in? This is a good cigar, and you should.
Just pester them. Them. That's all. Or buy a couple extras, and then when you go in there, say, listen, I want you to smoke the cigar and bring it in.
Yes.
Lay it on the line with them, man.
Kyle, are you ready to spin that wheel?
Yeah.
I think we're ready to go.
All right, let's spin the wheel.
Everybody's got it in. Let's go.
That lucky winner tonight.
Who's it gonna land on?
Who's it going to
Who's
land
the
on?
lucky person? Who is it? Who is it? Enid!
I guess we'll see her on Saturday,
Yeah,
Joe.
we'll see you
I
on
saw
Saturday.
he was like,
You know, I'm starting to think this is rigged. Everyone in Chicago's winning. This is bullshit.
That's too funny.
If you guys want, you could do another draw there for some Casa Caraballo cigars, and we'll send it to them.
Oh, okay. Well,
there you go.
All right.
All right.
Second winner. All right.
Thank
But
you.
Enid
you
won the
can't
first
win
round.
twice. You
Enid
can't win
won the
twice,
first-
Eden. Sorry.
Can't win from
Yeah.
twice. So
No. And she's
So-
here, so she did reply.
Yeah,
We'll
she
see on
already said I'm
Saturday.
here. Yeah.
At least with the
All right.
liquor.
Where do we got? Who's the second winner tonight? Tim!
Holy shit! Wow, he's in Florida, so that's a good one. All right, I'll send you his address and send him a couple extras. When I go visit a guy, you better save me one.
his wife will smoke him
His
before
wife
you
will
get
smoke
there.
This is true. Very good, Mario.
I was gonna send her some cigars because the last minute she goes, hey, I was gonna buy some cigars, but I had already closed shop at the. So let's do one more draw for one of your.
Oh, one more.
You're amazing.
One
Thank
more.
you so much.
Okay. All right, hold on. Let me pull it back up here.
Just to make sure these guys know that when you guys bring people on, we're serious about this.
That's
All
right.
That's awesome.
We're gonna have 3 winners tonight. Unheard of.
Wow, that's
Unheard of.
awesome.
Richard!
Beard.
Hey!
All right, Richard.
Richard!
Very
It's been a
good.
while for Richard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For longer.
His beard got longer. It's Richard.
And Richard
longer
is on
beard.
the CPA Zoom every Wednesday night, so he can definitely talk to the rest of the members how great this cigar is. That's excellent. Congrats, Richard. I'll get that address over to Mario. And Mario, I don't know if you got Kathy and Tim's address. If not, I'll send that all to you.
Yeah,
And
please send it over. Yeah.
and then you can
got,
send me
Big
Enid's,
Fella's got a
and we'll
question
get
for
that
the
down. We'll
Florida
send it
guy.
to Joe because he'll
Oh,
see it.
big fellas. Okay.
Big fella says we'll be in Tampa area again this weekend before jumping on the boat. What
Boo!
lounges should I hit?
Dang.
Oh, what
boo.
lounges?
What
Okay.
lounges?
Easy. You go
Yeah.
over to Jeff's. You go over to Corona Cigar Lounge in Tampa. You have to go there.
Mhm.
Corona's a good one.
Beautiful shop. You have
Grand Cathedral is a
Cathedral.
touristy hit.
Yep.
If you can go up towards USF, there is Castle Cigar, a Cigar Castle, I should say. Sorry. They have a really nice lounge area up there. Towards
CI?
South Tampa, you have Edwards. Edwards is a great
Edwards,
place to be.
yeah.
Edwards is definite.
great lounge.
CI is there now too.
CI.
Yeah.
And let's not forget the most important one, Kyle's house.
Kyle's house.
And I won't be here, so
He won't be there.
Leave the key under the mat.
sorry. Next time, take a rain check.
Oh, wait a minute. Look at Richard says. Look at Richard.
What is he saying?
He said, I could go to DC and get from Mario in person.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
Yeah.
Woo.
All right. So, Richard, just hook up with Mario. You can get it, so this way you don't have to worry about the slow mail.
Yeah,
Definitely.
And you get a chance to meet him, and he's a wonderful
that's
person.
the thing, too. You
Yeah.
have to talk to him.
Yeah, you get a chance to talk to him.
We can meet up anywhere. No problem.
Perfect.
All right.
Wow, another
What a beautiful
amazing
night.
show.
You did
Wow.
good. You did good.
Incredible pairing, guys.
Oh,
Oh,
my
you did
God.
good with the whiskey. I'm
Incredible
gonna take the kudos for having Mario on. How does that sound?
Go ahead. Go ahead.
I'll tell you what, Joey. I really want more of this. This was
Very
fantastic.
good.
This is
Very
another
That's a
good
great
bottle.
whiskey.
You
Excellent
know,
whiskey.
I already bought the other Whispering River or
Right.
whatever we are.
Which one?
You sure you want
Right.
more, Frank? I mean,
It's gonna like Joey.
Whispering Waters River on the River Nile. Whispering Waters. Wow. Yeah, I'm
Jump
gonna
on the whiskey.lab.com. It's right there. It gets delivered right to your door.
Yeah.
Go to
Hell yeah.
whiskey.com,
Yeah.
folks. You have to get there. I mean,
They got a discount going
This
tonight.
is what the
Got a
bottle looks
discount.
like, guys.
yeah, don't forget the discount. If you want this bottle,
Exactly.
literally get the discount. It is an
Yeah,
amazing spirit.
If for some mysterious way, one of those bottles makes it to my house, make sure you put out a return address so you could get a box of Spymasters. You know what I mean?
Oh, Joey.
Great. Sounds
Joey.
like a great.
Wait a minute. Do you want an empty bottle or?
You could sniff it.
Mario,
What's with this empty box?
send them an empty box.
I think Joey can make that happen.
Yeah.
Definitely.
We'll work it out.
Mario, thank you
Nice.
so much for the extra prizes and all. Thank you for all you do. Thank you for your
Yes.
service. And I'm so we're honored to even have our relationship with you and all.
Yes.
And
Likewise.
thank you for everything,
very
man. It was
much,
a great
everyone.
night.
You're
I
all
I'm
do
looking
believe,
forward to actually smoking it in a couple of weekends.
Yeah,
Yes.
you
March
will.
7th, you'll get your smoke.
It's in the mail, Kyle. It's in the mail.
I will hand deliver it to Kyle. Kyle gets it hand delivered.
Kyle, if they fail you, just call me, brother.
I will. I know you got me, Mario. I know you got me.
Yeah.
I got
Hey, don't smoke his cigars, all right there, Frank and Bob.
They've been failing since the 70s. So
Yeah. I got your 6, man. Just if they fail you, just call me. You know.
Awesome. I appreciate
Sounds
that.
great. We'll
Thank
see you tomorrow
guys.
night on the TPA Zoom. Mario, thanks again for everything. Everybody, thank you so much for all your support. We love you. We'll be back on March 31st with Grouchy Monkey Cigars.
Grouchy
Yeah.
Monkey
Yeah.
Cigars.
Monkey.
And
Yeah, we're gonna be
another fabulous
smoking
line of
the-
cigars. We're looking
The
forward to it.
shipwrecked monkey.
Yep.
Yeah.
And we're doing that with a Tomatin 10-year expression. That's one of our independent bottlers, Glassou. So
Nice.
Ooh,
stay
nice.
tuned.
Glass
All right.
shoe.
Glass
Ah,
shoes.
Is it in a glass shoe?
There you go.
Go to bed, Frank.
Keep drinking, Frank. Keep drinking.
All right.
Mario,
Good night,
thank you,
Gracie.
buddy.
Good night,
everybody.
everybody.
Thank you so
Bye-bye.
much. Salud. Good night, everyone.
Thank you.
Good night.